Hello and welcome. God damn it. I'm sorry, that was all the tea. Hello and welcome to the Tea Time Podcast. Here with Pink Tit, Swash'm Tea Temptress, Alice, and myself, Sam, or as Nikki likes to call me, the lazy musician, because she's a bitch.
Fuck you.
I would like you to pull up a chair, grab your favorite beverage, it doesn't even have to be tea, and relax. Who knows, maybe bring a friend or your waifu, and get ready for today's topic. Today's topic being commercial UTAU banks. Welcome.
Yeah, so I'm getting paid for that, right?
I'll give you
Sure.
$1.
Oh, I got you $1.
Because I made a lot of effort for that dollar.
I believe you.
But in all seriousness, how do you guys want to start off this topic?
Well, I feel like we should probably just give a background basis as to why we are talking about this.
So basically, the point is this: there have been a couple times throughout our involvement in the community, at least in our group, and I think out of all the group of us, have been the least involved with the community for the shortest period of time. So, for a while, there's been a lot of people trying to get up and going with these commercial UTAU banks, which is, obviously you've probably seen a lot of UTAU banks out online that you can download for free and upload it to UTAU, get it all working. A commercial bank would be one you'd have to pay for in order to be able to download the bank. And so there have been a lot of people trying to do this for a while, and not particularly a lot as in like, oh, everyone has tried it, but there's been select groups of people who have wanted to be able to do this. And so we're trying to discuss whether or not we think that's a good or a bad idea. The specific point that Nikki was trying to bring up is someone recently wanted feedback on whether or not they should make a commercial bank from their already existent UTAU. And so far, a lot of the feedback towards that has been negative, and that most people don't generally want a commercial bank because there are already a lot of really good free UTAU out there. And I think that kind of started this whole conversation. So, Nikki, do you want to go back and say the one point you said earlier, or?
Yeah, so basically what this person was doing is after they had requested feedback for as to if they should put their UTAU up for sale and asking the price, many people, like Sam said, were very negative toward it. They said, no, we don't want this bank up for sale. And this person basically disregarded everybody else's opinion and said, oh, well, I'm going to put the bank up for sale anyway because I need to, make a living. And there was more negative feedback on that, and a lot of his responses were something along the lines of, oh, well, I put in a lot of effort, so I deserve to make some sort of money on it. And the main question for me in a Discord chat, because I had brought this up in a Discord chat, was what is the difference in effort between a commercial UTAU bank and that of a regular bank?
What do you mean?
Is there a difference in effort? Like, do you put in the same effort? Then...
Oh, okay, I get it. So what Nikki's asking is, since the person was saying they made extra effort to make this bank available for commercial use. No, Nikki's saying, is there any extra effort that entitles this to be commercialized as compared to someone else who also put in work to make a bank but releases it for free?
I would say no. Because if anything, the more effort that they're going through is just planning to, sell the voice bank, which is their choice. It's not, effort in the sense that, you should get paid for it. If you're with anything, if you're going to be working on a project, you want to put, thought into it. So I don't see how that's more effort than someone else who, like, the majority of the community, do it for free, is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe I should clarify on the effort part, because somebody blew up on me on the Discord chat because I said, oh, if Kohaku Mary was up for sale, I would buy her.
I don't buy anyone.
Well, honestly, I probably wouldn't either. But the fact of the matter
would
is...
it be worth to buy?
But would it be worth it to buy? Effort does not include equipment. And someone even pointed out that this person that's trying to sell the bank... I'm not trying to bash anybody. We're just, discussing. Is not even doing their own OTOs.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, like, what effort are you actually putting into the bank at that point? Like, all you're doing is standing in front of a microphone, recording on someone else's program that they made, recording on someone else's rec list that they made, recording possibly out of background music that someone else made, and you're recording what other people have told you to record, or, like, is what is, I guess, the most common thing to record. So, like, the most common thing out of my knowledge is, either like a VCCV English bank or a VCV or a CVVC Japanese bank. If anything in between isn't like as common, but the point I'm trying to make is like it's someone else's work that you're still using to get to where you're going.
Yeah.
I don't really have a problem so much with that kind of thing, though, I think. Just because... like there's a lot of music that it's like sample based, and that's kind of the same thing where you're using other people's work to kind of further what your vision was, I guess you could put it that way. So I don't have a problem too much with that if a person wanted to commercialize a bank that, that maybe they didn't do all the odoing themselves, or, they used someone else's rec list, as long as it made that bank better. You know what I mean? It wasn't them just being lazy. It was like, oh, I'm using this person to help me auto my bank because they do a really good job and it's going to make it sound, the best quality. That like I don't have a problem with that. I don't see that as wrong. I just don't see commercialized banks working, for how UTAU is, especially not with the community kind of mindset. And as we saw from the person Nikki mentioned, nobody was really down for, buying the commercialized bank. Most people were against it, and then when they went ahead and were like, well, I'm doing it anyways, there was even more backlash. People were like, well, why would you ask? Then just do it.
I was just going to say, I feel like they kind of just set themselves up to have negative feedback.
That's kind of what I said. I told this person, I said, why'd you even ask the question on how people felt, and then you just turn around and do it. But honestly, I don't have a problem with commercial UTAU. I mean, if you want to sell your UTAU, then whatever. I don't care. It's just trying to convince me to buy it with the basis of, oh, well, I put in so much effort, so I deserve to have the money. That's where it gets me. I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't even like the thought of selling your UTAU voice banks, because if you think about it, you're basically going against the intent of what the creator had when, they made UTAU. What Ayame made for UTAU, it was to be a free vocal synth program with free banks to use. So it's kind of like a slap in the face to them, like, hey, you made this so everyone can enjoy something that's free, but I'm going to make it so that's not how it's going to be. And it's also kind of like the thing people keep bringing up, the Windows 100% UTAU and how they're technically not free, but you're not paying for the bank, you're paying for the magazine.
yeah.
What you get is just consolation prizes, basically. And not to mention, those banks have been redistributed.
It's like a poster in a magazine.
Yeah. It's like, oh, did you buy this poster? No, you bought the magazine, but it came with the poster. So, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think selling a bank is stupid, but I just don't care because, it's not my choice. It's not my bank. I don't care. Stupid, yeah, but still, I do not care.
Like, I'm not going to go out and, make a brigade of like, oh my God, stop your presses. You can't work on this. No, like there's no like law that you can't do it. It's just a pretty stupid idea if you actually think it through. That's like, I brought this up with Sam in the car earlier. I said, I mean, is it still your choice to jump off a roof? Yes. Mm-hmm. Is it smart? No. But it's still your choice. Like, no one's gonna, lock you up. Well, they might if you jump off a roof. They
Yeah.
might if you jump off a roof. But like my point is like it's not like against any kind of set rule. It's just kind of a dick move in a sense, and B, a stupid dick move.
But yeah, nobody, when, there's a couple people in the Discord chat, and still nobody told me what the effort difference was, and the only person that possibly could have told me what the effort difference was left.
Like, I don't get the thing where they're like, oh, well, I deserve this. I like posted it to Twitter earlier as like a joke, as in, if, effort means that you should be paid for your voice bank, then bitch, I deserve $100 just by how I feel I put the effort in. And that was a total joke. Like, I don't actually want anything. I don't think I deserve anything, but that, like, that's kind of...
I don't know, you like money. I'm sure you'd
I
take
like
the money if people
money!
were giving it to you.
Everybody likes money.
Everybody likes money.
But
yeah, I don't get where people are getting like this, oh, well, I deserve it. People have put in effort exactly like you, or so even more. So I don't get why you can, self-proclaim that you deserve it. Shouldn't that mean that everyone deserves money?
I mean, it's one thing if you're, taking a while on a voice bank to, like, record it, but I don't know, I still don't think you deserve to get paid for recording, let's say, a VCCV voice bank over the span of a week. What effort could you be putting into a voice bank aside from continuously re-recording sounds that you have fucked up?
Like, I finished my VCCV English in a day. It only took 6 hours, so like 3 hours roughly for each pitch, and that was also with the break I took in between. And I recorded another pitch the other day, and then that was fine too. So I just don't get some people, because like it's gonna take people different times to do things. That's just how it's always gonna be. So that's kind of like when people say, oh, I should charge by the hour to do music. Well, one artist can only spend like 30 minutes and create magnificent, compositions, but another person could take like days and it come out shit. Like, how is that gonna work out?
Yeah, not to mention, like, just on that music thing, there's also, like the mixing and, all that other stuff. So it's not even just writing stuff. It takes a while. I never really liked that idea of, like, like an hourly wage for music. That doesn't really make sense to me, anyways.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to that person who exploded on this topic. So, like I said earlier, the commercial UTAU versus Kohaku Mary, I Would Buy Mary. And they pretty much exploded before I could, explain, and they left. So, here's the difference that I did try to explain to this person. I said I would buy Kohaku Mary if she had a physical voice bank, like a box and a good quality voice. Like, she's very flexible, she's high quality, and then just a box for collector's edition went out. And
Flexible.
She's really flexible. She's beautiful.
Yeah, like I was telling Sam in the car, I was like, the only time I'd ever, consider buying a voice bank is if it was like a physical voice bank, like a collectible item. And that's usually if I am a fan of the work. It's not even like, oh, I have to buy this to, have a good quality bank. No. I can find tons of good quality banks everywhere. I don't see why this is anything special.
See, I think this person got mad because they have a commercial bank up for sale.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this person was basically trying to get at the question as, oh, why would you prefer one bank over the other? And it's as simple as, well, one has better quality while the other one is not very good, to say the least.
A lot of people that say, oh, I deserve this, I deserve that. usually are saying that while they're recording on like a low quality mic, a bad environment. All they're doing is recording the bank. They're not even, otoing it. They're not providing the art for it. They're not configuring it. They're not doing anything other than recording piss poor samples. Like, and that's to say it without, any sugarcoating. And I feel like if you actually like say the truth, like, oh, I don't think these samples are worth being sold, you're gonna be called, oh, you're just a hater, or you're harassing. But that's not harassing, especially in the case of what happened earlier today, or yesterday, where someone was like looking for feedback. Like, if you're gonna look for feedback, do not get angry at the people that provide you feedback. And don't expect not to get feedback if you're going to do something so taboo as to, selling a voice bank when, I
On
think
a free program.
Yeah, on a free program that was meant to have free voices. Because, like, take Vocaloid, for example, you have to buy the engine and a voice. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? And in some cases you have to buy certain plugins.
Yeah.
Wow. What was there even any paid for plugins?
I don't know. I don't use it, so.
No, I mean like on UTAU.
Oh, no, I don't think so. If anything, maybe Patreon focused like things. But that's also what I brought up in the car earlier, because Sam brought up another user who he'd think maybe could, get off with selling things UTAU related because, they have a large following. But I brought up that they kind of already do that by having a Patreon, but people are donating to them with that, and in return, as a consolation prize, they're getting things back. They're not like just straight up buying things from them.
Okay, yeah. This is another thing. Why is everybody trying to make a living off of UTAU?
It's not the way to go.
You are going in the wrong direction if you are trying to pay your way through college and just make a general living off of UTAU. Some people do make good money, like the person who went off on me stated. I'm just gonna say this because he's not really involved in this. Ryan Kuhn. Bless you. Ryan Kuhn makes, I would say, a decent amount of money off of otoing.
Yeah, but you also got to take in consideration that, like, he's doing a service. He's not giving things out. Like, he's not...
like... Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna, like, he's not making things for people to buy and use. He's using it as a way of commission. Someone's commissioning him for a service, so he's providing it. It's not someone buying something from someone else.
Everyone needs an Oto, but not everybody needs your voice bank that you're trying to sell.
Yeah.
Good point.
Good answer.
Good answer.
The way to go about, if you honestly think that UTAU is the only way that you can make money in the condition or situation that you're in, don't do it by selling something. Do it by commission work. That can be art, mixing, PV, otoing, and even like voice bank configuration, because I know some people like need their frequency files fixed, they need any bugs worked out. You can get commissioned for that, especially if you do your job well. And I think that's where Ryan comes in. Like he's had reputable users use him, so they can vouch for him, saying, okay, yeah, my bank wasn't shit when I got it back.
See, this is kind of where I'm conflicted. I don't know, I just want to say that it's not good to rely on even UTAU services as a way of decent income. I mean, sure, Ryan can make a good amount of money, but that's just because he's been around longer and, so many people have used him, like you said.
Like people that are well known in the fandom, like Yami's creator, they can vouch for him that yeah, I got a good Oto back from him. You guys should check it out. And them being someone, who have a lot of people following them and, listening to them, they can, give what's the word I'm looking for? It's not like temptation, but it's like
Persuasion. They can persuade.
yes. There we go.
And oh, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
No, I was just gonna say yeah, they can persuade people more so into going towards them rather than Sally over here.
Damn that
Sally.
Sally.
Yeah.
Damn that Sally.
Just the attempt to make a living off of it when there are already people dominating. I'd say the autoing commissions are the highest demand, and Ryan's just like snatched everybody. I don't think it doesn't really look like there's a high demand in PV commissions. Maybe tuning commissions is becoming a thing. And that's starting, maybe you could make some money off of that, but not a living. Like, you could make some money off of everything, related to UTAU, but I just feel like it's not a good way to go to rely on it entirely for a source of income.
Yeah, it's not. It's good to have as extra pay. Like if you're using that money into a savings or for like gas or minuscule things or things that could add up. But if you're using it as a source of income to pay for college, you're shit out of luck. Like even a normal job that pays hourly rates is going to give you hard times because of the market and the low wages and the higher price of tuition. And that's not only for just college. Like if you want to go to an art school, for example, it's still a lot of money. You're not gonna get anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like even everyone's favorite producers in the fandom have even said this is not a good way to make income. It's good to use the program, especially if you have no singers available. And this is speaking for like Vocaloid and UTAU, obviously. But like it even they've said it's not a good way to make money. It's really hard to because people can illegally download their songs. They don't always have to buy their stuff, and merch isn't always available. Going back to like the commercial voice things, there just isn't a want for it. There isn't a need for it either. I think this all started when people were like, oh, I'm going to sell my bank because, I need money and, I want a commercial hotel because that'll set a standard. No, that's not going to set a standard, especially when there are now thousands of banks that are actually better than what yours sounds like. And I'm being honest, I'm not even like saying it in particular to one person because many are coming to mind right now, but it's just ridiculous if you think about it. Like I came up with the stupidest ass example to Sam earlier today,
Give it to me.
where because he was trying to like think of a way to describe how useless it is to make a commercial towel bank. So I was like thinking, and the only thing that came to mind was that fortune teller thing that you make out of paper that you're like pick a color, okay, PURPLE, that thing. Yeah, but the point is like anyone can make it if you put in the effort, and some can like be really really nice. You can go all out on it. You can add glitter, you can like use some fancy ass paper, gold paper, I don't know. You can still put, effort and money into it. But that's pretty... Yeah, anyone can do it, and it's pretty ridiculous. And then say, here, I'm selling it now because of look at all the effort that I put into it. And most of the time, these, users are barely putting actual effort into it. Like, they think they're putting effort into it, but it still sounds really bad. So, obviously, there's something not right happening.
I feel like I should say this now. Do not take this as bashing. That happened to me earlier. I was told I was bashing when I was just simply stating my opinion. This is just our opinions. This is not a rule you need to live by, so chill. Okay, go ahead.
Chill. Like I'm sure there's like one user that I haven't seen ever that's actually made, quality content. Am I gonna buy their stuff? No. Do I still think it's a good idea? No. Like, I'm not saying, like, all the banks that I've seen or all that are ever going to be commercial suck. I'm just saying, from what I've seen, it's in the lower end of the pool of quality that, you know, was out there for free. And going back to my stupid paper thing, like, anyone can do it. Anyone can make an UTAU. Like, anyone can make this stupid ass paper thing. And you want to sell it? Well, there's thousands of other ones and ones that you can make at hand. Like, oh, okay, sure, you got a gold one or whatever. Like, maybe your friend will buy it, you know, to support you, but that doesn't mean your product is actually good and deserving of money. Like, I remember someone was trying to fight me on my opinion about this, of how I honestly just think it's so stupid. Like, that is my honest opinion. I think, like, it's so stupid. It makes no sense. But, you know, this is going back, and people are like, yeah, well, I commission users to voice UTAUs. How is that any different? And it's extremely different. You're commissioning someone for work. You are commissioning them to put their time and effort into recording their voice. Think of it as voice acting. Do you think voice actors should not get paid then? Or what's going on here? Because it's not the final product that they made or whatever, or what they're going to sell. No, voice actors still get paid. They're voicing things for you.
I was gonna wait till you're finished. I'm gonna get some chocolate because I'm fat. You guys can keep going.
Okay. Should we just wait for her?
No. Nobody cares about Nikki.
Oh my god.
Talk shit.
Talk shit, talk shit.
My bad, inner fat kid.
Talk shit, get hit.
Why have an inner fat kid when you can be an outer fat kid?
Good point.
My life motto. Actually, my
Well,
life motto is, if they make it, I'll take it.
That's lame.
What does that
But I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
Very lame, but I get it.
You're welcome.
I don't get it.
If they make it, I'll take it. Like, that came up when I was shoveling, and I was like, I really want a heated shovel to melt the snow. If they make it, I'll take it.
Someone made me. Will you take me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ow.
I was talking about, someone tried to, you know, say voicing an UTAU, you know, being paid for that is the same as a commercial UTAU, and it's not, because you're paying someone
Oh, okay,
for
yeah.
work. Yeah, you're paying someone for work. That's the same thing as if you're paying someone for an auto. They're doing something for you. They're voicing a character for you. So it's pretty stupid to categorize those both, because you're selling a product versus someone selling, you know, work, physical work. And, you know, that physical work still counts as, you know, music composition and art, because you're still physically doing something.
I mean, isn't that kind of contradictory, because, you know, people are still doing work to record a voice bank? It's like anybody, regardless of like it's you or you're paying someone.
But it's like a personal project. Like, no one's really on.
Yeah, like you're doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
You're not doing it for someone else, and you're making a product after that to try to sell. Like, come on. No one asked for it. No one said yes. Everyone said it's a stupid idea. Chances are, if the number of population of the community said that's a stupid ass idea, it's a stupid ass idea. Yeah, it's probably a stupid ass idea.
I think that if you want to sell something related to your UTAU, make a license. Like, that's what the creator of Mare's Day does. I can't pronounce her name right, but that's what she does. You can buy a commercial license for her. Like, if you want to sell songs with her, and that's cool. Like, you don't have to buy her bank. You can just say, hey, here's an agreement that will allow you to use this bank for commercial purposes. And it's like $5.
Yeah, not to mention you can also use, you know, your the voice and the character as in collectibles, like physical voice bank box, or like a keychain with them on it, or if you really want to get technical and fancy, like, I don't know, a plushie with if you squeeze it, it says phrases, like stuff like that.
That's when I think it would be okay, because I actually have something physical to hold. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, I may grow, like, I'm already getting out of it, but, eventually I will quit the UTAU community and just UTAU in general. And I may not use it anymore, but I still have this actual physical memory, like, hey, I used to do this, I have this voice bank, instead of just, oh, well, I bought this bank and it's on my computer, but I'm not into UTAU anymore, so in the trash it goes. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. I think physical things are fine. Even like art, if you're selling prints of your UTAU, that's fine. I don't think selling a voice bank that's meant for a program to be free and free voice usage is a smart idea. It's just really stupid, and anyone that actually tries to do this isn't going to get much out of it. Sure, like a couple friends are going to buy it or buy, your banks, but that's not going to be a big source of income. That's not going to be anything. That's just your friends giving you a good day. That's it.
Give me your ooturd.
Give me your ooturd.
Yeah, because you even have some friends that, commission art from you. Like, I commission you, Alice. I've had a friend commission me. Speaking of commission, Swash'm, you need to give me that bank so I can auto it like I said I would. And he paid me with cookies.
Yeah,
this is how you make money.
I'd commission you guys if I had money.
Yeah. So.
Alice kind of commissioned me to record that one bank.
Yeah.
Wasn't with money.
Oh my god, shut up.
I wasn't even going in like an inappropriate way.
Yes, you were,
okay.
and you know you were.
We all know it.
No.
Congrats.
Congrats.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Oh.
No.
My ulcer hurts. Oh, damn.
My ulcer. Okay, I think actually that's it, because we can't really go off of anything else because the original post is deleted. So recap. Quick recap before we end this, okay?
Recap.
Shut up.
Kneecap.
Sam's an
recap.
asshole. We think commercial banks are stupid. Be special about it. If you're gonna do a physical voice bank shit thing, this is where all the cussing's coming out.
I know Lady OG does her things with a special rip sync model.
See, and that's cool.
That's different.
That's cool. That's all cool and shit. Just like if you're gonna sell your voice bank, do it physically. Do a physical copy. Give people something.
Sell yourself.
Sell yourself. No. Like, just make yourself stand out. Make physical items. You can even make a dildo for all I care.
Okay.
It's something. Like, hey, when you buy this voice bank, you get a dildo.
What, like a dildo representative of the voice bank?
I'd
Or-
Like it just has them
I'd make a
smiling
dildo with
on
like
the
huge
inside.
ass tits on it. Except it wouldn't be tits, it'd be balls.
They could be tit balls.
Tit balls.
Goes on the ball.
Yeah, the nipples on the balls.
I'm keeping this.
It'd be
in.
very weird.
It'll be a chest dick. With its
This is-
chesticles.
This has turned interesting.
This has turned intriguing. Okay, so just make something physical for the voice bank. Don't you fucking. God damn it! Now I'm angry again. I started cussing and then the anger came out.
You okay?
Like it's just kind of ridiculous how entitled some users think they are just for doing something that everyone else does.
Yeah.
Entitled 'cause I made
Biggest. No, don't fucking be entitled. Everybody does the same thing. Like I said,
Some are better at it than others.
Some are better at it than others, but don't try to make yourself entitled to like, oh well, I deserve your money.
You don't deserve shit from me. I ain't going to download anything now. Like that's another thing. Like if it's commercial, you're least likely to have your voice bank used. Like what are you really helping yourself with out here? There's more cons than there are pros, and there's no actual professional way to go about this because this isn't a sellable program. There isn't a market for it. It's ridiculous.
You know what's a good example of, commercial UTAU versus free? Egane Jinko's new voice bank, the 28 pitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's free. She could sell that. Because it's 28 pitches. That's effort.
Yeah, but the thing is, people don't want to download a 28 pitch bank.
I don't either.
That's a lot. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And that's
Just
not a
why?
hate comment, but that's just so much. But it sounds great.
But why? I'm sure it does. Well, I don't know. That's just a lot.
It's a lot, but it's great, and it's free.
That's
versus
a lot of effort.
Like, I want to say maybe a single, at the most, bi pitch, maybe just a regular multi-pitch VCV voice bank. And that's paid for. And this chick got 28 pitches. Like, holy shit.
What pitch is your stuff, Alice?
5.
Sucks for you.
Well, the range is good, though, because it goes a little bit below C3, and it goes to C6.
Sucks for you.
How does that suck?
All that recording.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I will never record VCCV ever again.
I can never record anything.
Yep.
For if I record it, it's never gonna be good enough. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yep. Sorry. As you can see, I have problems with the stuff we're talking about.
Do you really?
Why does nobody else want to hang out with me?
Because nobody likes you.
I like that.
What the hell?
What the hell? Okay.
I
So,
thought I had friends.
are we done? Are we done talking about this?
I had friends.
Shut up, Sam.
Oh God, just end it. Just end it. End the suffering.
Join us next time on Tea Time for more shit that we have to say.
We gotta spill that tea, honey bun.
Mhm.
Honey bun.
Mm-hmm.